Random things about AirPods that just make sense. If you turn hearing aid mode on your phone and leave your phone on the table, you can now go to the next room and hear everything being said. If you were to lose one of your AirPods, look up Device Amiri on the App Store. This app will lead you to your lost AirPods using Bluetooth.
Random things in my Japanese home that just make sense. Almost every room has their own individual heating and air system. They all come with their own remotes for heating, air conditioning, air circulation, self-cleaning, and dehumidifying. There are more settings on the inside. The remote has its own home on the wall, and you can still access all the settings like this.
Foreign words that just make sense. Kuchisabishi is a Japanese word that roughly translates to when you're not hungry, but you eat because your mouth is lonely.
Things in my parents' newly renovated kitchen that just make sense.
왜들 그리 다운돼 있어 뭐가 문제야 say something 분위기가 겁나 싸해 요새 이런 게 유행인가 왜들 그리 재미없어 아 그건 나도 마찬가지 Tell me what I got to do 급한 대로 블루투스 켜 아무 노래나 일단 틀어 아무거나 신나는 걸로 아무렇게나 춤춰 아무렇지 않아 보이게 아무 생각하기 싫어 아무개로 살래 없이 I'm sick and tired of my everyday Keep it up 한 것도
Things in my autistic brother's room that just make sense. The empty applesauce containers from this week. These Walmart bags that cannot be moved. These two sweatshirts that have been in this exact spot for months now. The birthday decor from September. These for cups that are each for a different beverage king. Tea only. This random stuff that he collects less than 3. The king himself. And his queen.
C'è la luna, mezza mare, mamma mia, mi maradare. Figli a cutterare, mamma mia, pensaccia tu. Sitte ogni pisciaolo, chi te viene sempre a calare del mare bene. Se ci picchia fantasia, baccalata, figli mia. Oh mamma, la 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 la. Oh mamma, la 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 la. Mama dear, come over here and see who's looking in my window.
Random things in my Japanese home that just make sense. It might be hard to tell from this video, but our staircase is built very steep and very narrow. Steep staircases in Japan are very common. They save space and avoid clutter. However, I have eaten it a few times on this. Those came with these built-in racks where we can hang our clothes to dry. Why I find it satisfying, but you can adjust the height if you wanted to. It's pretty common in a lot of countries, but I love that our shower heads come off the wall. We have a shower downstairs and it does the same thing.
Things in my room that just make sense. Mini fridge with just face masks in it. Snack cart. Earring holder.
Random things in my tiny house that just make sense. We have a pull-out trash can and a pull-out cutting board directly above it, so when you're chopping produce, you can swipe the trash into the trash can easily. And when you need to wash the cutting board, you just pull it all the way up. We have a floating spice rack with mason jars holding things like chia seeds, pepper, turmeric, and our extra tea bags.
C'è la luna, mezza mare, mamma mia, mi maradare. Figli a cutterare, mamma mia, pensaccia tu. Sitter ogni pisciaolo, ideva, ideva.
Things in our Disney house that just make sense. I found this floor lamp at Costco and I hand painted the lanterns myself. This is a working doorknob for our Alice room. We also have a tiny door. My favorite thing are these faucets. We have two, one for each sink.
Random things in my Japanese home that just make sense. This is a fish broiler. This is what the broiler looks like when it's turned on. So you put the fish on top and it cooks the fish perfectly. The toilet rooms, it has a place for 2 toilet paper rolls, which I just find so convenient. In yesterday's video, you guys had a lot of questions about what this could possibly be. An underfloor storage box and is common in Japanese homes. You use this space to store dry goods and things that last a long time. It's literally a cooler.
Things in our kitchens that just make sense. Wireless phone charger. Touch-controlled cupboards.
왜들 다운돼 있어
Instant hot
뭐가
water
문제야
tap.
say something 분위기가 겁나 싸해 요새 이런 게
Hands-free motion activated
유행인가
cover.
왜들 그리 재미없어 아 그건 나도 마찬가지
electrical
Tell me
socket.
what I got to do 그 반대로
Random things in my Japanese home that just make sense. We have a door right next to the stovetop. It actually slides open for ventilation at the bottom and the top. Almost every door in our house slides, which saves space in all the hallways. Our stove actually has a heat temperature setting for cooking rice.
Red flags in my partner's apartment that just make sense.
Yo, things in my parents' house that just make sense. A fridge with a lot of kimchi. Then a separate fridge just for kimchi. Kendo sticks. Earwax remover. Back scratcher. A MIDI solder chair that looks like Professor X's go-to choice. Electric blanket in the living room. Minimum level 3 at all times. An all-purpose foldable table. Acupressure slides. A wooden pillow. A heater that looks like a fan. Statue of a Buddha. A cipher of Buddhas. More Buddhas. Himalayan saltstone. Books. A lot of books. Literally a rock-solid bed. Literally. That can be extremely hot because you can turn up the heat. 2 rice cookers. Investment. Return of investment. Air purifier. An AC/heater that's not loud. These joints. And giant wash basins for kimchi production. 엄마 아버지 사랑합니다.
Pets my mum bought in lockdown that just make sense.
왜들 그리 다운돼 있어 뭐가 문제야 say something 분위기가 겁나 싸해 요새 이런 게 유행인가 왜들 그리 재미없어 아 그건 나도 마찬가지 Tell me what I got to do 그 반대로 블루투스 켜 아무 노래나 일단 틀어 아무거나 신나는 걸로 아무렇게나 춤춰 아무렇지 않아 보이게 아무 생각하기 싫어 아무개로 살래 접시 I'm sick and tired of my everyday Rip it up 한 것도
beautiful weather, but